John on his farewell tour at MetLife Stadium in July. Listen all next week between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. for your chance to win.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Well, maybe goodbye, Yellow Brick Road, but I say good morning to you. It is 39 degrees, partly sunny at 9:40 on this Saturday, April 2nd. I'm Brian Britton. Here is what's happening. So will they or won't they? There was some confusion, but now we know they will. Masks will remain mandatory for 2 to 4-year-olds in school and daycare settings, at least for now. An attack last night in Williamsburg. Cops investigating the beating of a Hasidic man by 6 people. It is being investigated as a suspected hate crime. 2 major victories for organized labor in the city. Staten Island Amazon workers voted to unionize. That's a first for the company. The Starbucks in Chelsea Market, the first Starbucks in the city to vote to form a union as well. An update on the war in Ukraine. The Red Cross trying again today to evacuate citizens from Mariupol after yesterday's evacuation was declared unsafe for civilians. And another return to normalcy and a return to fun, too. Coney Island's Luna Park reopens today at noon, the 95th anniversary of Ride the Cyclone. In sports, Mets ace Jacob deGrom out for at least a month. He's got a shoulder issue. AccuWeather says sun, a really nice day, high today of 55. Wings news time, 9:41, traffic and transit. Here is Bill Powers.
First, the good news over at the Goethals Bridge. By the way, here's what you need to know about your bridges and tunnels. Heading into New Jersey, we've got an accident. The good news is one lane is open. The bad news is it doesn't matter. Traffic still stinks. So anticipate some very heavy traffic, including on the southbound side of 440. Take it on over to the Goethals Bridge. You will be glad you did. Over at the Lincoln Tunnel, about a 5-minute wait in each direction. Same deal at the Holland. Looks like we have an accident now over on the upper deck, or heading for the upper deck of the outbound GW Bridge. Looks like we've got a very heavy ride as a result. Seeing a lot of delays over on the Harlem River Drive trying to get up to the GW Bridge. So it looks like it's where that ramp transverses onto the GW Bridge itself. So anticipate some very heavy traffic. Use the west side of town or even the Deegan instead. Heading into town, about a 10-minute backup for you. And if you're going to be traveling over at the Throgsneck Bridge, we are still seeing some heavy traffic heading into the Bronx, so use the Whitestone Bridge instead. Cross Island Parkway, southbound side into the LIE, accident gone, but traffic is still heavy. Stick with the Clearview for just a little while longer. And Long Island Railroad, there's no train service between Hicksville and Jamaica. You're going to have to use alternate branches instead. I'm Bill Powers. Your next report, 9:51 on 1010 Wins.
Thank you, Bill. There was a little bit of a concern over the past couple of days about masks and toddlers. At first, they did have to wear masks. Then a Staten Island judge says, no, they don't. And then late last night, it changed again. So yes, at this point, kids younger than 5 must continue to wear face masks in school and in daycare settings.
COVID is a formidable opponent that does not live within the boundaries of rules.
New York City's mask mandate for toddlers, 2 to 4-year-olds, will remain in place. The city did win an appeal on a judge's ruling to lift that mandate. That happened late last night.
The city's health commissioner calling for patience, saying the city will make masks optional for these young New Yorkers, but not today.
We're looking for the earliest opportunity to do this safely, and we can assure you that day is coming for your children.
He says the BA2 Omicron subvariant is now dominating new cases in the city, accounting for about 78% of them.
Sonia Rincon with the story there. New York State now shutting down its COVID testing sites. They say the demand is so low because everybody's testing at home. Governor Hochul making the announcement Thursday. The state will wind things back and close their doors at state-run testing sites no later than April 15th. Instead, she says they will use state resources to boost up their efforts to get more at-home tests to people. Police investigating an assault on a Hasidic man as a suspected hate crime. It happened last night just before 8 p.m. on Jerry Street in Williamsburg. Cops tell 1010 Wins they're looking for 6 males who allegedly jumped a 21-year-old man. They punched and kicked him repeatedly. The victim dressed in traditional Hasidic attire. He was treated at the scene for minor injuries. The 1010wins.com's got video of this up at the website. You check it out. Give Crime Stoppers a call if you know anything. The NYPD Hate Crimes Task Force is investigating. Amazon workers at a fulfillment center in Staten Island, the very first in the company to unionize.
The vote was 2,654 in favor of a union, 2,131 against, an account overseen by federal labor officials. Workers say they're excited to be making history and hopeful that the new Amazon labor union will improve conditions. Meanwhile, workers in Bessemer, Alabama voted against a union, although a hearing to review hundreds of challenged ballots is expected in the next few days.
Correspondent Jennifer King, there was more than one union first in New York City yesterday. Workers at the Starbucks in Chelsea Market voted to unionize. They're the first in the city to do so, the 10th in the country. Wins News Time 9:45. We check out sports now. Here's Mark Ernay.
Well, it's the final four for Duke head coach Mike Krzyzewski, who has been deflecting the spotlight away from himself and onto his players for pretty much the entire season. And he wants them now to soak in every minute of what's happening in New Orleans.
And understand there are only 4 teams in the United States, 4 men's teams who are going to experience this. So make the most of the experience.
Coach K's Blue Devils play North Carolina tonight, the first meeting ever between the rivals in an NCAA tournament. That game to follow, Villanova versus Kansas, who met in the Final Four 4 years ago. Meantime, just 2 teams remain in the women's tournament after UConn beat defending champion Stanford last night, and South Carolina eliminated Louisville. Seton Hall plays for the women's NIT title this afternoon. They visit South Dakota State. NBA, the Knicks have a matinee at the Garden against Cleveland. The Nets tonight are playing in Atlanta. And in case you missed it last night in L.A.,
5 seconds left. LeBron dribbling. LeBron trying to save the season. It's an air ball.
John Ireland on Lakers radio. They lost to New Orleans, and here's how it sounded on Pelicans radio.
They turned the lights out on us at shoot-around, and we might have just turned the lights out on the Lakers season.
It is very possible that the Pelicans just drew a chalk outline around the Lakers season.
Man, you talk about cold-blooded. LeBron and company, 15 games now under 500, 1 game out of a play-in spot with 5 to go. Mark Ernay, 1010 Wins Sports.
Thank you, Mark. Wins News Time 9:47. We get an update on the war in Ukraine. The southern port city of Mariupol, one of the hardest hit areas during the Russian invasion.
The United Nations says that it believes thousands of people may have died in Mariupol. It's been besieged and bombarded by Russian forces. Ukrainian officials put the death toll at around 5,000, including more than 200 children.
Correspondent Holly Williams, the International Committee for the Red Cross, said it was not able to bring civilians out of Mariupol by bus. They tried that yesterday. They're going to try again today. Officials in the city say the Russians were blocking access. The slap heard round the world still reverberating. Will Smith has now resigned from the film academy that gave him his Oscar.
Just days after Will Smith smacked Chris Rock in the face for a joke about Smith's wife Jada told her in the Oscars, Will Smith has resigned from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. In a statement, he says what he did was shocking, painful, and inexcusable, and he'll accept any and all consequences the Academy hands out. Academy President David Rubin says in a statement that they accept Smith's resignation and they'll continue to move forward with their disciplinary proceedings.
Correspondent Jason Nathanson. A landmark California law mandating that corporate boards have ethnic or LGBTQ plus members may now be in jeopardy. An LA judge ruled the law violated the state constitution. So far, no comment from state government on how it will handle that ruling. Congressman Madison Cawthorn under fire from his own party after making some bold claims about what he's seen in Washington. The North Carolina Republican said on a podcast he's been invited to sex parties and has witnessed politicians doing cocaine.
House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy, who has been reluctant to discipline other members for making outrageous comments, summoned Cawthorn to his office for a scolding.
He's got a lot of members very upset.
McCarthy telling reporters Cawthorn did not tell the truth.
When he comes to tell me, he says, well, he thinks he saw maybe a tramp in his parking garage 100 yards away.
Sources say the Republican leader asked Cawthorn to publicly apologize. But so far, Cawthorn has refused.
Correspondent Rachel Scott there. Wins News Time 9:49. Pope Francis speaking this morning, weighing in on the Russian invasion of Ukraine. He slammed Russian President Vladimir Putin, quoting him here, saying he has unleashed the threat of nuclear war on the world in an infantile and destructive aggression. The Pope also saying he may be making a trip to Kyiv. We'll take a look at traffic and we will get you the full AccuWeather 4-day forecast next.
Your heart is in the Hudson Valley, so how you care for it should be too. That's why the internationally renowned surgeons from Montefiore Einstein are now performing open heart surgery at White Plains Hospital. This makes us one of the premier destinations for advanced life-saving cardiac care. Visit wphospital.org/cardiac surgery to learn more. White Plains Hospital. Exceptional. Every day. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
When you own a small business, sometimes you need funds fast. So go to OnDeck, America's largest online small business lender with over $14 billion funded. OnDeck makes it easy to apply in minutes and, if approved, get your loan as soon as the same day so you can get back to business. Go to OnDeck.com. Your loan is on deck. Depending on certain loan attributes, your business loan may be issued by OnDeck or Celtic Bank, a Utah Chartered Industrial Bank member FDIC. Limited eligibility for same-day funding. OnDeck does not lend in every state. All loans subject to lender approval.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-656-4735. That's 800-656-4735. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-656-4735.
Plaza Suite has opened on Broadway. Variety says, thank goodness for Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick. They're bringing belly laughs back to Broadway, raves the Washington Post. It's hilarious and exuberant. A 5-star revival, says Newsweek. Get tickets at plazasuitebroadway.com.
Winds News Time, 9:51. Time for traffic and transit. Here is Bill Powers.
And as we get rolling, first up, once again, is going to be over at Outer Bridge Crossing. Here's what you need to know about your bridges and tunnels. You've got an accident as you try to go across the span heading into New Jersey. And now it looks like we've got an accident as well on the approach to the bridge as well. So things are going from bad to worse over at the Outer Bridge Crossing. Take it to the Goethals Bridge. You will be glad you did. Over at the Holland Tunnel, not bad into the tube. Same deal with the Lincoln. Accident over on the GW Bridge is going to cost you, actually, before you get onto the span, looks like it's off the ramp of the Harlem River Drive, so anticipate delays and about a 10 to 15 minute wait for you. If you're traveling over on the Deegan northbound side, as you head up in towards Kingsbridge, we have an accident, so things are getting very heavy through that stretch. And here's what we see on Long Island's Big 3. Tough go on the LIE westbound side as you travel from just before Glen Cove Road through to Willis Avenue. We've got some road work out there. The Grand Central Parkway, definitely much better. Seeing some delays on the westbound Southern State Parkway now as you head in towards Eagle Avenue. Saturday parking rules in effect citywide today. I'm Bill Powers. Next report, 10:01 on 1010 Wins.
Veterans, whatever you're going through, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Well, it's really gorgeous outside right now. We get the AccuWeather 4-day forecast. We check in with meteorologist Matt Benz.
Yeah, we got the sunshine. We just need these winds to lay down a bit, and they should subside as the morning progresses. It should turn into a pretty pleasant afternoon. Until then, I may need the jacket still. We're heading up to 55 degrees for this afternoon. Heading into tonight, clouds will gradually thicken up. Watch for a shower arriving mainly west of the city towards daybreak, low 44. Then here we go tomorrow. Opposite of today, damp. It'll be cooler with cloudy skies, from some showers around at times with a high of 52. Monday drying out, some sunshine returning, high 56. And for Tuesday, some sunshine as well with a high of 58. Currently it's 39 degrees in Central Park. Gusty northwest wind out there though, with the relative humidity at 48%. Free feeding, the current temperature is 39, going up to 55 this afternoon in Midtown. I'm meteorologist Matt Benz on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds.
Matt, thank you. We've got 42 degrees right now in Long Beach and West Orange this morning, 42, 38 in Saddlebrook. Going to be a pretty exciting day in Coney Island. The weather is going to be gorgeous, too. You're going to ride the cyclone. Yes, indeed. Luna Park reopens up today for the first time since COVID-19 hit the city. Alessandro Zamperla, the president and CEO, he talked to 1010 Winds